Hi everybody, how you doing? How are you doing? Joe Wentz live broadcast today. What is today? Today is Wednesday? Yes, today is Wednesday, and I am, as you saw in the title, I'm using my new Zoom Q2N for a webcam, and I'm hoping the quality is better than the webcam, that's already on this computer. So hopefully it'll be better. Y'all could tell me. So, and yes, I am going through Hangouts right now, so I got the little black star hooked up. I have it turned down kind of low, because when you try to play guitar through Hangouts, it's going to sound not such great quality. It's not going to be that great. Plus, I got the headset mic on, so at least that'll be good. So here's a quick test. So I'm sure that doesn't sound gargly and everything else. And so you can only play for just a couple of seconds on Hangouts. That's it. That's all you can do. Let's see if I can get the chat box going here. If it's available, it's available. Yes. Hey, man, we got Will, Humbucker Lover, and Center. What's happening, man? How y'all doing? I can't believe Will jumped in here. I ain't seen him in a while. Hope you doing good, man. Yeah, so I got the spinning wheel happening on my phone on here, but I can still see the chat, but that's cool, man. So, but the quality looks pretty good on the phone here. So, like I said, this is just a quick test and to see how things go. So, thank you everybody for jumping in. Um, Center has a wrench and I don't. Yeah. Okay. Look, I'm using my phone, so I'm using my phone for the chat. So I'm not using another laptop. I tried doing that with. See, this laptop here is a piece of crap, and I tried using my wife's laptop the last time I did this, and it wouldn't connect. So I'm using my thing right here, so I can't really make any adjustments. Don't worry though, man. I will when I get that laptop up. We have to get a new router. Our router is just not up to speed. You know what I'm saying? It's just not up to speed, man. It's out of date, and we try to stream. And then you got people on devices and me doing this back here. But the time I did do it, y'all weren't on here. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, dang. But but I will, man. I will. Don't fret. Don't fret. Um, Paul Glover says, hi everyone. Humbucker said, that's okay. Rando says, hey Joe, what's happening, man? Welcome everybody. Welcome. And just kind of an open forum today. Just, I really wanted to test this out and see how this would work. Not sure how the guitar is sounding because I can't hear anything coming back to me. So y'all have to be the judge of that. From what I understand, if you play just for a quick second, it's okay. But then if you play longer than that, it's really bad. So that probably didn't last long right there as far as the quality. That's why I like to, if I want to play live, I just use the YouTube live streaming app from my phone. I don't go through Hangouts because Hangouts, if you play guitar or play anything, other than your voice, it sounds bad. It sounds bad. I don't know why. I don't know why it's like that, but I think they just have it, the software or whatever, just made for vocal, just for your voice, and anything else gets real compressed. And it sounds bad. But if you go through the YouTube live streaming app, It sounds so much better. And let's see. Will says he's getting ready to look at a stack. Was that the 6505? You getting ready to check that out? I thought I heard you say that the other night. Center says he's going to get soaked tonight at the Metallica show. Supposed to rain all day and night. Oh no, man. Nah, man, come on now. Ponchos and beer. I think I just wrote a new country song, Center says. Yeah, there's Adam. Last time we heard about Adam, a couple of days ago, he was at the eye doctor. I guess he was getting an eye checkup. Yeah. Yeah, Metallica. That's yeah, they I guess they're doing this big old summer tour now or whatever. So that's cool. Yeah. When is Summer NAMM? When is that happening in Nashville? Is that this week, or was that this past weekend, or is that this coming weekend? Anybody know when that is? I'm just curious. I'm not going. I'm just curious if anybody knows when that is. Charlie S. What's up, man? How are you doing? How are you, sir? Yeah. Adam Scheinberg says, yes, sir. Off work today, taking wife for oral surgery. Wow. Well, good luck, Mr. Adam. Hope everything works, well, man. We're praying for you, buddy. Man, oral surgery. That's not no fun, is it? Oh, man. See, no, Humbucker says he's looking at a Marshall 8x12 stack. Cool. Center says this week is NAMM, I guess. Yeah. This coming weekend, Charlie S says. Yeah, okay. Summer NAMM, I think. Tomorrow till the 15th. Okay. All right. I was just curious. I didn't know. Yeah. Golly, that place is going to be packed with all them people. That's just something that I just never cared about. And it's going to be packed. There's going to be a lot of people there. It's going to be, they're going to charge out the tail for, food vending and beverages and all that stuff. One time, my wife and I went to see when B.B. King was still alive. This was what? Oh, man. Jeez. Maybe what? 5-6 years ago, something like that. Probably about 5 years ago. And it was B.B. King and Buddy Guy, and they were playing at a outdoor amphitheater here. And so it's probably kind of like what Center's going to be going to tonight with that outdoor stuff. And man, it was like in August, and it was flipping hot, man. And we got there, and there was no awning or nothing out there for the people. We had decent seats. We had they had them metal fold out chairs, and it was like I think they called it Blues Barbecue and Beer Fest or something is what they call it. And so we got there, and there was a few bands, and then Buddy Guy came on, and he was phenomenal, man. He was great. And but the thing I'm getting at is that it was so hot, man. They were selling those real tall cans of beer, and and they were wanting like, what was it, $6 or $7 a piece for those tall cans of beer, And man, it was hot. My wife said, "It's hot out here. Do you want a beer?" I said, "Nope, not for $6. I don't." I went and got a bottled water. The bottled water cost me I think it was like $3. They make a fortune off that stuff. I said, man. And so we stayed, and it was just so miserable out there because it was so hot and humid. And we watched, and like I said, Buddy Guy play. He came out in the audience, man. He was right there. He walked right past me, man. People was all around him and stuff. So I didn't even try to, shake his hand or touch his shoulder. I didn't try none of that. It was just, people. He was right there, and it was cool, man. He's playing a Strat, just messing around, We were just sitting there doing all that, man, while the band was on the stage, and it was really cool. And then, of course, BB King came out. Got to see him. He performed. He did awesome, and he had maybe a couple of songs left to do, and we went ahead and split, and got out of there before it got too bad. But the beer and the food out there, man, it was fun. I was like, see, we ate before we went, but I just, I like to go up there and look and see what people charge for that stuff. And it was just crazy. I was like, these people are out of their mind, man. They're making a killing, It's unbelievable, man. Let's see. Mr. Collins, how you doing? Hey, Mr. Bruce, how you doing, man? Let me back up here. Yeah, Mr. Bruce, what's up, man? JJ Collins, let's see. Adam Scheinberg says, did I say, hey, Mr. Collins? Hey, Mr. Collins, if I didn't already, I'm sorry. Adam Scheinberg says, Summer NAMM ends on my birthday. That's awesome, man. Birthday's coming up soon. Charlie S says, Winter NAMM is on my bucket list. Wow, that's cool. Let's see. Everybody saying hello to everybody else. Joe, play some old Def Leppard. Oh my God. I don't know how it would sound through Hangouts, man. It probably sound pretty bad. Yeah, in the heat out there. With the beverages I was talking about. Adam says, I think Def Leppard is playing or playing up by me this week. Wow, really? That's cool. I mean, that's still an awesome band, man. Charlie S says, Joe, I saw Buddy Guy last year in Hendrix Experience. Yeah. He was far the loudest of all that night. Kenny Wayne Shepherd, Dweezil, Johnny Lang. Yeah, it's the Experience Hendrix show. Yeah, I've seen that. I'll tell you about that in just 1 second. There's Mark Taylor. Hey, Mr. Taylor, how you doing? And so, yeah, the Experience Hendrix thing, I went to that, and I think it was 2010. A buddy of mine that I was in a band with, he was the drummer, and our band was kind of on hiatus at the time, I guess you could say. He was living in Atlanta, and so he called me one day. He said, man, I got a surprise for you. I know you like Hendrix. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. And he said, I got you a ticket to the Experience Hendrix show in Atlanta. It's going to be at the Fox Theater. I'd never been there. And I said, really? He said, yeah. He said, just drive down here. I'll meet you somewhere, and you can follow me to my house, and we'll go to the show. And I was like, okay, yeah, cool, man. Thank you. I mean, he got me a ticket. It's free. He's a really nice guy. And so I went down there and met him, and we spent the night. His wife was out of town, so it was just us guys. I got to check out his new place, because he was living not far from here, and then he moved to Atlanta for a new job. And got to make that money, man. And he always made really good money, and I was like, wow, and here I am driving trucks for a living, but that's all right. It's, as long as I pay my bills, right? And so I went down there and met him and all, and we caught up on old times and stuff or whatever. And he showed me his little jam room down there in the lower part of the house, kind of an unfinished section of the house, had his drum set up and everything. And he still had that old dry erase board set up when he was here, and we had our set list, our songs. He still had that. I thought that was cool. I was like, man, that's our set list board. He goes, yeah, man, I still got it. I thought that was cool. And so the next night we went to the show, and or that night rather. I'm sorry, it was that night. We went to the show, and had to right there beside the Fox Theater is a big parking garage. You can pay a little bit more money and park there, or go to some of the surrounding parking areas. and it was maybe $5 cheaper. But I'm gonna tell you, man, where this place was located, the Fox Theater is nice, but I mean everything right there around it is, it's doesn't look too stable, if you know what I'm saying. I was like, And I told Dave, I said, man, let's just park right here, this garage right here. I said, we park down there, man. Your car's gonna get broke into and all that. So it don't look good. This stuff was pretty much in the hood. That's what I'm saying. So we went ahead and parked in that garage, and we got in there, and I bought me a T-shirt. I still have it today. I don't know if I can still wear it because I've, kind of gained some weight since then, but I still got the shirt, and it's got all the dates on the back when they, everywhere. And I got to see Living Color was the first band to play, and then I got to see some other bands that were there, and then Eric Johnson was there. That's the first time I've seen him live. I love Eric Johnson, and of course Joe Satriani was there, and Johnny Lang was there, and the guy Brad Whitford from Aerosmith, he was there. And I never knew he was that phenomenal of a guitar player, because in Aerosmith he's always kind of laid back playing rhythm. He don't never. He's always, Joe Perry's always kind of doing the other stuff. But he was awesome, man. I was like, dang, and so it was a great show. And then, we left and went to his place, and I went to bed, got up the next day and came home. And then a few years later, and it's probably maybe 3 years ago, my son, he went to experience Hendrix because I told him about it, and he's a big, guitar fan, and he went and took a buddy of his. I think, no, he might took his girlfriend. I don't know, but he went. But he said he had a good time, and he went to, I believe he went to Atlanta as well. Because they don't never come here. The Greenville, South Carolina area. They don't come here, and yeah, so it was cool, man. Let me check some comments here. I got off on a rant. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Charlie S says, Adam, check out Def Leppard if you can. Still awesome in concert. They are, man. They're cool. Excellent. Charlie S says, Joe Elliott finally learned to sing in a lower octave in concerts. Wow, that's cool. I didn't know that. Was that too late for love, Joe? No, no, it was just, I was just goofing around. No, it kind of sounded like it, but I wasn't trying to do that, Let's see. Mr. BH, he was louder than Zach Wild. Talking about Buddy Guy. Wow, man. Buddy Guy can put on a show now. I'm telling you, he can put on a show. Mr. Bruce says, First Strike, On Through the Night, Pyromania, and High and Dry are my favorite albums from Def Leppard. Yeah. Everything they've done, I think, is awesome. Really cool. Mark Taylor saying, hey to everybody. Let's see. Mark Taylor says, I got a copy of First Strike in a cutout bin 20 some years ago. I wish I'd bought every copy in the bin. Wow. That'd have been cool, wouldn't it? Man. Center says, I'll be in the hood tonight. Hate going down there. Yeah. The older I get, man, the less I care about going to a show. I just don't care. I thought about that last night, man, to be honest with you. I said, man, we haven't been to a concert in like 2.5 years, but it was the right crowd. It wasn't a bunch of rambunctious people, it was, wouldn't care to do that now. I'm not getting involved in all that. It's just not worth the aggravation to me. With technology, you can look at any concert and not have to deal with anything. Adam says, Joe, you going to visit with Dave Nesdahl while he's down there? I was thinking about it. I'd like to, but my son's birthday is actually tomorrow, and I'm going to do something with my son Friday or Saturday. I gotta figure out what day, so I got to get that squared away first. So yeah, I'll be hanging with my son, man, because it's his birthday. So I don't know if I'll be able to hook up with Dave or not. I would like to, but I don't know if I'll be able to. It's kind of up in the air right now. Humbucker Lover says, Center found a full block letter 5150 stack. How much is too much to give? Mike is himself says, hey, Joe. What's up, Mr. Mike is himself, 701? Let's see. Charlie S says, Joe, check out Whitford St. Holmes band. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Center says he's not sure about that block letter 5150 half stack or whatever. Haven't seen one of those in years. Yeah, those would be the best thing that I would say to find those, man, is on eBay. That's probably the best place you're going to find that. But as far as how much should they be, I don't know. I wouldn't think it'd be too bad, but then again, I don't know. I haven't investigated that, so I don't know. Yes, Mr. Bruce, I did know that. Yeah, he says, Joe Wentz, Aerosmith did a blues album early 2000s called Honkin' a Bobo. Yes, yeah, because I remember that title. I thought that was so funny. Yeah, I was like, wow, that's pretty clever. Center says, if it wasn't Metallica, I wouldn't go because of the location of the venue. Metallica is my favorite, so I'm going to go. Hey, man, I understand that completely. I understand that. I'm not knocking that at all. I'm just saying for me, for my own 2 cents, Um, 600 to 700 for the head, 300 or so for each cab. JJ Collins is saying, well, that's a steal. I mean, wow. If that's the case, I'll get me another one too, and have two of them because I love these first edition PV 5150s, man. Well, mine's not really the first run. I think Johnny has the first run because he's got the block letters. I think mine was the second run of the original 5150 because it's got Eddie's signature stamp on it. But yeah. I don't know how that's coming across, guys. I have no idea. Charlie S. has a statement. He says, Joe, I took my 15-year-old nephew to see Iron Maiden last month. Still love the music, but talk about rambunctious. I'm getting old. I met Tone King online. We were at Prudential Center in Jersey. Wow, that's cool. That's cool. Adam Scheinberg says, what do you mean by block letters? On the 5150, the first run editions, Adam, there's right beside the power switches, there's like a standby light and a power light. You got a green light and a red light. And underneath that, it'll say like Edward Van Halen or Eddie Van Halen, and it's in block letters. That's the first run 5150 heads. And then the second run that came out, it's got Eddie's signature on it. So when we say block letters, that's what we're talking about. His name is in block letters instead of the signature. That's the only differences between my head, 5150 head, and Johnny's head is that right there. He's got the block letters that say Eddie Van Halen or Edward Van Halen, and I got the signature. Everything else is the same. So that's what we mean by that. Let's see. Yeah. Um, yeah, that's right. Humbuckers. He's right. Early 90s. That's right. That's right. That's JJ's correct. Yeah, that's right. The second edition has Eddie's signature. JJ Collins says, "Yeah, that's cool." Uh, yeah, Adam, no problem, man. No problem. Yeah. Um, Charlie S says, "Joe, what are you using for distortion?" Um, it's probably everything I'm doing on here probably sounds distorted through Hangouts. I'm using this Black Star right here. I got the gain all the way up, and then that's pretty much it, you know. And if I hit the switch right here, it'll clean it up. And you also got to remember your volume knob too has a lot to do with your tone. Back off your volume knob, make it quiet, make it subtle, and you turn it up. Anyways, I know I can't keep going. I want to keep playing, but I can't. I know it's going to sound like garbage through here. Humbucker says, I'm doing a show tonight. Might be good having a guest on. Maybe it will be good. Yeah, man, get you a guest on, man. You need to kind of be careful about that music. You keep getting your videos taken down, man. You have to, I don't know, man. I don't know how. I think they're pretty strict about that, but that's up to you, brother. I was like, man, he got another one taken down. I was like, wow, man, dang. Let's see. Adam Scheinberg says, sounds pretty good even via Hangouts. I have no idea, man. I got the volume turned down pretty low on this Black Star, so it's not real loud at all. Charlie S is laughing out loud, Joe. I got one of those on eBay. How good are they? I use it on my deck. Best micro amp out there for sure with delay. Yeah, I love the. If you need to look on my channel, man, like 2 or 3 videos back, I did a video about this. Where I'm sitting there playing and everything. I filmed it with my Zoom Q2N, and I love this amp. I mean, it blows. I'm sorry, but it blows that. No offense to my boys, Van Halen, or rather Eddie Van Halen. No offense to them. I mean, you see what I'm wearing, man? Eruption T-shirt and all that. And I got the boxes. I got the guitar. I got the amp. So it's no offense to them, but that little 5150 micro stack, that thing ain't worth the crap, man. You might as well take that and throw it in the trash. You want something that's going to sound decent and have cool delay on it? Get the Black Star Mini Fly. That's the way to go, man. If you want something that sounds cool and is battery powered, that's my 2 cents. That's what I think, I love the micro stack by Black Star, man. It's awesome. I love it very much. The best $60 I've ever spent for a micro amp. I mean, they to me when they came out with that or with this, that was it, man. I was like, pfft, all these other little microamps they got, like with Orange and the EVH micro stack and all that stuff. It blows that out of the water. I mean, it blows it out of the water, man. So I love it, you know. Um, didn't you do a video with the Black Star at your son's house a while back? Yes, I did, Adam. Yes. There you go. Adam pays attention. Adam gets a gold star. Yes, I did, Adam. That was close to what, golly, that was what, maybe uh, 6 or 8 months ago, I'm guessing, something like that. Somewhere in that ballpark. Uh but yeah, I did. And he played through his line 6, which is right here. Me and him have the same amp. You can see the knobs right there. Line 6 Spider 4 with the two 10-inch Celestians. And he got that amp first, and then I loved it so much I bought me one. And then so he was playing through that, and I took my little Black Star to his house and did a video just to show that you can play with somebody with an amp, you know, as long as they're respectful and they don't try to, you know, I'm going to blow your ass out of the water. I mean, you know, if you know, that way you don't have to lug a. I didn't want to take this big amp over there, so I took this. And yes, Adam's right. I did a video about it, and it was great for jamming. You know, it was perfect for what I needed. You know. Um, Charlie Hess says no comparison. Joe, Black Star has great products. Absolutely. There's Jim Guidry, man. Jim Guidry says, "Hey Joe and everyone." Absolutely, Jimbo. Uh, Adam says, "Laugh out loud." I do pay attention. Yes, you do, Adam. Jim Guidry says, "Breaking out the El Natural." Yeah, man. I wanted to do this quick test here. Using the Zoom Q2N, which Jim has the same camera, and I'm using it for a webcam right now because I want to check out the quality. And so far, from what I'm looking at, it looks pretty good on my phone. So Adam says, "Gotta go walk the dogs. Have an awesome day, everyone." Adam, thank you, man, for jumping in, and thank you for your support, man. I appreciate it very much, dude. Thank you very much. Let's see. Charlie S says, "Looks good, Joe." Thank you, man. Thank you for the feedback. I appreciate that. And let's see. Bruce says, "Peace out, Adam." Jim says, "Hey, Mr. Bruce." Um, Humbucker Lover says, "Not much, Jim. You, buddy?" Jim Guidry says he's heading to lunch. Yeah. So wow. He's an hour behind me. So it's a 1:45 here. So it's a 11:45 for him. Adam says, "Always got my support, Joe." Cheerio. Thanks, man. That's cool. And yeah, man, I didn't eat anything last night when I got home. I didn't eat any supper. I just I didn't I just didn't feel like eating anything, man. I said I'm just gonna go to bed, you know, trying to get back in the groove, the work groove here, you know. Just noodling around, guys, trying to have some fun before I head off to work. And of course, it's hot. Like, dude, I'm ready for fall. This is crazy, man. Let's see. Jim says a break from the heat. Yeah, Jim's working on a sprinkler system at his job out there in the yard. It's freaking hot. You know, he's working on a underground sprinkler system. I know that. I can only imagine. Will, go out there and help him with that, will you, man? Go out there and give him a hand with that. Okay. Lord. Charlie S says it's hot, humid in Jersey. And that's in Jersey, man. I don't know what's going on. There's just a heat wave, I guess, on the East Coast, man. That's just blasting everything to smithereens as far as temperature goes. It's crazy, unbelievable, man. It's just like, what the heck? Charlie S, it's hot and humid in Savannah. Man, it's always hot and humid in Savannah. Every time I would deliver down there and get out of the truck and switch out trailers, it was just miserable. And it's been like that at Myrtle Beach too here for the past month or so. It's always miserable in Savannah. I mean, far as the temperature, you know. When are you leaving there, Mr. Bruce? I thought you was heading back. Oh, you're near the water. This weekend. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Dang, I want to play through here, man, and it sounds like crap through Hangouts. Yes, he's heading back to Ohio this weekend, man. Are you flying back? I take it you're flying back, maybe. Whatever you do, man, just be careful, man. Just be safe, be careful. Charlie S says, yeah, it feels like we are in the bayou with this heat. Oh man, humid in Louisiana. Jim Guidry says, yeah, I know, man, it's freaking hot everywhere. Mr. Bruce is laughing. Yeah, it's just yeah, man. I can only imagine. I just like, golly, I said to myself, man, I'm so glad I don't have to work outside anymore, like what Mr. Guidry does or something. You know, I told Jim, I said, if I was working for you and I had to work outside, you wouldn't have to worry about firing me because I'd quit. I said, I'm gone, dude. You know, I'm out. Yeah, now 20 years ago, it'd been all right, but that was 20 years ago, you know. All right, Mr. Charlie, be safe, man. Thanks for jumping in. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Oops, I missed a couple comments. Mr. Bruce says, my girl is going to drive a rental car here and then drive us back in a U-Haul. Oh, okay. Cheaper that way. Oh, yeah. Flights are expensive, man. Flights are expensive. Excuse me just 1 second. I got to clear my throat. Sorry. Yeah, flying is high. It's flying is high. Flying high. Flying is expensive. It's not cheap unless you book your flight way in advance. Then you can maybe get it, decent. But when you have to do it on the fly, no pun intended, it's expensive. And I was like, man. Um, yeah, Charlie says later, Joe. Have a safe day. Thank you, Mr. Charlie, for tuning in, man. Appreciate it very much. Everybody's saying bye to Charlie. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I always thought that something that I thought I would enjoy doing, which is kind of weird because I'm not real fond of flying in a plane, but that would be like, like guys that travel like for a company or whatever, and they're doing business, and you always see them in airports going from city to city to city, and they're like taking care of business and all that. And I was like, man, I think I'd like to do that. But then again, I was like, man, you're always either in the air or in a hotel. You're never grounded, so to speak, like, man. So I said, no, I don't think I want to do that. But the thought of it is cool. I mean, if you was a single man, and I couldn't see doing it with a family. I always struggle to play that. Oh, well. I know that ain't right. Oh, well, whatever. And Mr. Bruce says flying costs extra, but then to also ship your property state to state added to flight. Yes, yes, yeah. They get you on every little thing, man. The few times that my wife and I flew to Florida, and we tried to book it in advance, and it worked. It worked out. But here lately, it's too risky to try to fly anywhere right now, especially with what my father's going through. I can't. I can't really be far away. I can't. I'm far enough away as it is. I'm like 3 hours and 15 minutes from my parents, so I just it's just too much of a gamble for me to kind of go somewhere far away for something or take a trip. So, Jim Guidry says, be safe, everyone. Talk to y'all later. He's going to eat his lunch. He's going to eat his lunch, man. So, yeah, that's cool, man. Enjoy your lunch, Mr. Jim. And Bruce says, later, Jim. Awesome, man. Okay, guys, I'm about to wrap this up. If you got any questions or comments, now is the time. Be sure to check the links below. For those people who are watching for the first time, maybe you're a new viewer and hopefully a new subscriber. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Check the links below for more about me, for my t-shirts, website, music, all that cool stuff that should be in the links below in the description. And I thank you very much for watching, and thank you everybody who tuned in and was kind enough to send some comments here. Thank you very much to everybody. Real quick, Bruce says, how's your dad doing? He's hanging in there, man. He's hanging in there. Thank you for asking. He's hanging in there. He had a bout with or a battle, I should say, with a kidney stone a couple of days ago that was really pretty tough. And I know how that feels. I've had kidney stones since like 93. they're not no fun. And my mom had to take him to the emergency room, but luckily he passed it. He didn't have to go through some more drastic measures for them to remove it. And he's been through that too. And he's never had kidney stones, never, until these past couple of years. You know, I was like, wow, that's crazy. You know, but it just goes to show you, it don't matter if you're 20 or if you're 60, you can get a kidney stone. It's just, you know, some people never have to worry about it. But for me, I was one of the lucky ones, I guess. I was like, I don't want this crap. Get it out of me. It hurts, you know. But anyway, all right. So glad he's doing well. Great. He's doing well. I'm glad, Bruce says. Drive safe, Mr. Wentz. Thank you very much, man. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Mr. Bishops, I came in at the end. I'll have to hit the replay. Yes, please do hit the replay. This is a test with my new, I'm using my Zoom Q2N for a webcam, and hopefully the quality is better. That's why I was like, you know, it's like, man, it's got to be, you know. So we'll find out. I'll watch some of this later on today. So thank you again, everybody, for watching. I really appreciate it. You know, I appreciate your time and taking the time to watch this. So thank you very much, everybody. And until next time, this is Joe for the Joe Wentz Project. Be safe. Keep practicing, man. Keep playing. Have fun. That's the main thing. Have some fun. All right. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.